I want to begin with an evening walk. 4 years ago. That took me to a place where apparently old vehicles from FTI go to die. Where I found, abandoned, a stack of photographs.
In last 4 years, what did you do with this photo?
I kept them.
These photographs are just thrown like that.
आता हे फोटोग्राफ्स असे का झाले?
But which car? Why did they keep it in the car? And it came to FDI. Who threw them? I don't know.
They gave somebody to make the scanning photographs and it was lost from
You
there.
don't feel like destroying them.
A story from one of the random books fished from the district library that has remained with me all these years.
I've always found that I collect. I'm a collector. And I've always just seemed to collect personalities, ideas. I have a hodgepodge philosophy, which really is very minimal.
I would like to point out here that I am a selective hoarder.
Let's celebrate the chance that brought us together.
Celebrate what?
The chance.
I had first showed them to Bharat, who was my teacher then in FTI. He said there was a way of entering these photographs, that he could see in them the post-colonial optimism of a new industrial India, and wanted me to trace it from then to the here. But I felt too much of an outsider to that particular history. The origin, I think, could then be traced to a message sent by a friend who had borrowed a book of mine, Coetzee's Foe, and had found a photograph wedged as a bookmark in it. I replied back, Jithin, who had a thing for faces, searched through them, isolated the recurring ones, a makeshift family tree. It seemed that there was a father and a son, the father's face overwhelming everyone else in sheer numbers. But there would be no one left to recall him now. Our hope was that there would be imprints of him on his son. Maybe we could trace some memories onto them. Out of the bits and pieces of words left on them, we found our man. But there was nothing much to go on with. It seems the entire family had hailed from Kirloskarwadi. We decided to start from the place. At Kirloskarwadi, we met with a doctor who arranged a meeting with one Mr. Vasant Apte. When did you first meet him?
Oh, so many years from my childhood, from my school days. He was living here, no? For so many years. Godobole, Godbole. Mangala, Godobole.
And I used to drive my scooter then, so he used to call it Lal Ghoda. It was red color, old kinetic thing. ते घोड्यावरून झाशीची राणी आली.
He was my boss, but he was like a friend of mine.
Like, do you remember anything of that person, M.S. Kirloskar?
Yes, I know. I remember two or three things I remember. He used to be always wearing stylish clothes for his generation, because he was almost my father's age.
At times I remember in summer days he would come with so much of powder on his face. Anyway, but he was very particular about that. He was peculiarly, he would stand up in a crowd with a tie and a coat and suit and everything.
Somewhat European minded.
Western man he was, and he had very pleasant manners, very pleasant of talking to everyone.
That's how Mr. Gadkari, he was another editor of Daily, Madhav Gadkari. He always said that Mukunda is an American editor.
तो वो कहते थे कि लिंगायत कम्युनिटी के लोग जैसे कि वो लिंग पहनते हैं वैसा मेरे गले में हमेशा के लिए कैमरा होता है.
That you, when I show you this photograph or when I say the name Kirloskar, MS Kirloskar, what is the one image that comes now after 3 years he has passed away?
A systematic and cultural socialist.
So, only thing is he didn't have any specific political ideology.
Yes, he was more interested in politics, not as a politician, but writing about politics. Inside him was a nice person.
Very jolly, enthusiastic.
Laughing loudly. Ho, ho, ho.
This man used to travel a lot. He loved traveling.
And he was very non-hierarchical in a way.
And he was always in hurry. That man was always in hurry.
In a way, I would say that that patriarchal mindset still was with him.
Very warm sentiments
In spite
about
of being so much of
poor
a
people
hard-headed
and
modern all that. It always
And
happens.
he was very fond of
And,
social work also. Lot of social work he used to
wonderful
do.
photographer.
So he was very enthusiastic.
And
He
he
wanted
was
people to
a kind of
mix,
more
meet,
hospitable
interact.
person.
Never seated
not
home.
communist, but
He used to gather crowds.
they had very.
So he used to
But
just
he
scribble
was
something.
very near
It
to
was quite a joke for all his
Hindu
staff.
Sanskruti and all these things.
Mukunda writes a lot, but
Absolutely.
he can't read much. so
A very
what is the point?
gentlemanly person, I should say.
Then he had one Mr. Prabhakar Urdhvareshe, who is no more. But he was also quite close to him. Then another one, Mr. Marathe, who was editor with him for 10-12 years. But he is seriously ill today. So you cannot meet him. There is no chance. Most of his staff is either expired or too old to discuss things.
He was a very warm person, very warm. In the very first meeting, you would say that, he's a very interesting person.
That was not a possibility now. Our hope lay in moving into more intimate circles. Has any of these people shot a home video like this, like with a camera, something of that? No, nothing like that?
We should have.
Like I don't know how they move, how they
Yeah.
talk, nothing is there, just photograph there. Is there any?
No. मला वेगळं आहे आय थिंक ते शवा की
This was the only video that they had of him. A glitch ridden one. In which he played the part of his father. His face always turned away from the camera. Was this his own gate? Can you tell me something about him? Like how you saw him, you know? From the beginning till now, till the end. Anything that comes to your mind would be okay. Like what do you remember of him?
he was a people-loving man. Basically, wherever he will go, he will make friends. Very patient. Like, he had a lot of patience. So Sharad Pawar told in his speech that the man who is having a Shabnam bag and a camera in his neck, you blindly you say that he is Mukund Rao. He was, I told you that he was very free. He was very fond of traveling. Yeah, he was very particular. Even his father was in those days. He was in the suit and tie. And everything. Any person coming, where have you met him or anything, he was memory was excellent. At that time, all these people, he was the only one who had all the memories, all the photographs, because he used to tell this Sanjay or Atul Kolaskar or anybody that who were they, what they have done for the factory and all, because he was the only person who has seen that period also and this period also. So he was of great help to these younger generation, fourth generation. You will be surprised. He wants to record everything because they were in lakhs and lakhs of photographs. How so many photographs? You won't imagine, room full of photographs. Actually, we were, fed up. Why did he do so many photographs? How we to took 1 month to destroy all the photographs, all his letters, copies, all the letters. Whatever he writes with carbon, 3 copies. One to his file, one here, one there. Before xeroxing carbon, now Xerox.
Yeah, it would have cluttered the house, no?
Yeah. And where to keep all these photographs nowadays?
He is recording everything.
Yeah.
So he recorded that also. So that will be a good point of end for us also.
मी आज 90ला पोहोचलो आहे. अनेक आजार व शस्त्रक्रिया होऊनही मी इतका दीर्घायुष्य झालो ते कुटुंबातील सर्वांचे उत्तम सहकार्य मिळाल्यामुळे. वाढत्या वयोमानामुळे माझ्या शारीरिक व मानसिक शक्ती झपाट्याने कमी होत आहे. त्यामुळे माझ्या जीवनाचा शेवट आता अगदी जवळ आला आहे ही आज माझी भावना आहे. माझ्या गत आयुष्याबद्दल मी अत्यंत समाधानी आहे. आता तुम्हा सर्वांच्या एकत्रित भेटीची अशी संधी फिरून लवकर मिळेल की नाही याची मला खात्री नाही. एवढे बोलून माझे हे छोटे निवेदन मी संपवतो.
I don't want to end here, but with another voice I came across while researching.
Once I was in this what was to me a new field, the question I had was, or the problem I had was that now that I don't have the page anymore, now that I'm in actual space, now that I'm in physical space, what makes me move there? What gives me a reason to move there? The piece I did had a very simple scheme. Each day for that month, I would pick out at random a person walking, a person in the street. Each day then I would follow a different person each day until that person entered a private place.
It was easy to begin, logical, but I'm finding it hard to arrive at an ending. There is a maxim that says, a story once begun should never be abandoned.